Yeah, so Hariji, you had a question.
Hari Om. Guruji, I have a suggestion. After finishing Kathopanishad, immediately, instead of starting the next Upanishad, if we can have 3-4 classes where we can have question answer session, and also how to practice some of the principles which you have taught. Say, for example, today you taught us. For me, that was, it has just gone into my head. Bhagatyaga Lakshana. How to practice this in the Vyavaharika life. So some of the key principles, how we can implement in daily every action, that will probably will hit into the head.
Right, right. I mean, it doesn't require 5, 6 classes for that. We can definitely keep talking about it
No,
periodically.
I'm talking about 4-5 classes where we can ask questions. That it definitely needs an introspection within ourselves. I cannot just come to your class and start asking questions.
No, but also remember, you don't have to wait for a session to ask those questions. Right now, you're asking the question. So the satsang is meant for asking those questions only. And so often you ask questions which are not necessarily connected with the Upanishad. I like that. I like that because that shows we are thinking in a holistic manner. We are not studying the text for the sake of studying a text. We have to, of course, understand what the text is all about, but it has to make a difference in my life, right? It has to make a difference. So, yeah, so we gradually incorporate these teachings, values, we start with values. These are there. Applying values, we get opportunities every minute of the day. Every minute of the day, in all conversations, we get opportunities. Yeah. So, karma yoga, you think of it as karma yoga.
Yeah.
Karma yoga. So, everything that Krishna talked about in the Bhagavad Gita, which doesn't talk about jnanam, is karma yoga. Correct? That's one way to say it. Disciplines, every discipline where you're supposed to be like this, do like this, have these values, means it's all karma yoga. Okay. So karma yoga is very important. We don't ignore it at all. See, how to practice means practice all the values. Live the values. Suppose somebody says, live the values. How to live the values? Well, whenever there is in any transaction, any situation where I am called upon to say something or do something, values are there immediately, right? Because every word I utter is going to be value driven. What I say, to whom I say, how I say it, everything is value driven. Okay. So there are opportunities to refine ourselves, refine our behavior, our thought process. If I get angry periodically, anger is there. Father, mothers, children, so many people are there. We do get angry, correct? I don't know about you, but we do get angry. I mean, if somebody does never gets angry, then we have to do namaskar to that person, correct? Akrodaha is akrodaha, my God. So whenever there is a transaction, there is a potential for friction. And so I can ask myself, there is an opportunity. Whenever I'm angry, I have an opportunity. Could I have done this better? Could I have? See, you can't stop the anger. You can't say I stopped the anger. Anger will come without asking my permission. So that you can't stop. But I reacted after the anger. Could I have not reacted? Is there a better way of responding? That's powerful. That thought process is powerful. This is the areas only where there is practice. The other area of practice is puja, prarthana, parayanam, dhyanam. Every day, half an hour dhyanam is fantastic. Really, I mean it. It just brings you back to ground level, then helps you absorb the teaching. Okay, every day, half an hour. Then Shravanam, Shravanam periodically. I told you this some time ago. When I studied the Shastram from Swamiji, I used to study every day, whether I was in Chicago or Houston or wherever. I used to study every day. Every day I was listening, taking notes and listening. And when I was driving, I was listening. This way, that way, half an hour, 1 hour. I was listening. I was doing Shravanam for 2 hours probably every day when I was working. Then I understood every word Swamiji was talking. I understood. Then what happened? Then I stopped studying. Means I felt I knew it. And then, but I was doing a lot of seva and I was very active. I was conducting classes and all. Okay, I was conducting classes, but I was not studying. I was conducting classes, but I was not listening. I was not doing Shravanam of Mandukya. I was not doing Shravanam of Shankara Bhaashyam of Brihadaranyaka and Chandogya, which I never did. Until somebody told me, no, Jai Kumar, you should do Shravanam. It just pierced me like an arrow in the heart. Then I realized, yeah, Shravanam is important. Nobody can say, I know it and I know it all. I'm very good at it and all. Not that I felt like that. I never felt like that. But the fact that, hey, you are the only person you can listen to the Shastra. Who else is going to listen? And plus, you are also teaching. And that means you have to listen. You have to just soak in that Rasagulla of the Shastram. And so these are simple techniques, Hariji. I appreciate your question. Lead a value driven life because there are always opportunities where we deviate. In value driven life sometimes it's very difficult to say the truth somewhere in a situation is difficult. It's very convenient to say something and walk away. One has to give up a lot to speak the truth in many situations. Very painful. Give up things that we have already held on very dear. Okay. So these are all opportunities. These are all opportunities. There is no special opportunity. Hariji, I'm trying to tell you, there is no special opportunity. Our life presents opportunities. If I said something, I went back home and I said I should not have said it. If that opportunity arises, it arises to me also. When I talk to children or anybody else, oh, I should not have said it. Later on, I feel I should have said it better. Later on, you feel guilty, you know? You feel guilty because the sensitive mind picks up all these things. And so we become more and more sensitive. Therefore, more and more compassionate also. Giving improves. It's hard. I mean, I look at Swamiji and all. How much they give, how much they give. So, I mean, you have your own Gurujis and Swamijis. You can meditate on Swamiji, on the people who have changed your life. Just meditate on them. That is enough. Just think about them. That is enough. You'll get transformed. You're already transformed. I'm not saying you should get transformed. But I'm saying just thinking about the people who made a big difference in my life, enough. That itself will create a transformation without our knowledge. Correct?
Yes.
That is enough. There is not like cooking, you have to go put recipe ABCD. No recipe involved in this. This blossom like a flower blossoms. We don't know how a flower blossoms. We have no idea. It just blossoms. Sunshine is there, water is there, nutrition is there, and then it just blossoms. We have all those things. We have sunshine, we have nutrition, we have water, we have everything. Allow it to just blossom. I'll tell you one more thing from my personal experience. I was too self-critical. Self-critical. When we study the Shastra, look at Swami and all, I want to be better. I want to be better. I'm not better. Constantly criticizing oneself. You should not have done that. You should have done it better. This you should have done it. Finding opportunities for improvement is one thing, but constantly criticizing oneself is not good. It's not good. I used to be like that until somebody said, "I think you are criticizing yourself for too much unnecessarily." Somebody told me that. I talk to people about myself, and I take criticism. Until somebody said that, then only I realized, oh, I now know what you're saying. I thank that person. It was actually a psychologist who told me that. I told
Yeah,
you, no, I told you I visited psychologist and all. And means because our company gives all these free visits and all, I took advantage of that. Hey, what does it mean to go to a psychologist? Let me go and see. And I did go and I talked about all myself, my problems and this and that. And he was just listening patiently. I went one session, second session, third session, fourth session, fifth session, sixth. I benefited a lot from these sessions. So much I benefited, you won't believe it. I was studying the Shastra by then a lot, but I was still benefiting from these sessions. That man told me, you are self critical. That golden words I will never forget. So we should not keep telling ourselves, I don't know Sanskrit, I don't understand this, I don't understand Maya. Okay, that's okay. Everything will come. In a due course, it will come. So what? Are you doing Shravanam or not? That's what I will ask you. And let Shravanam
yes, I
happen.
do.
That's it.
I
Oh,
do
you're
it.
doing Shravanam. That's it. Shravanam has to have an effect. Let it happen. Let it work. Let it work. Let it work. Allow it to work. You're already doing everything that you're supposed to do. Then what? Allow it to work. Enjoy life. Somebody would say something. Enjoy life. Enjoy life means through the Shastra. That kind of enjoyment I mean. So, but it's good. It's good that you're asking the question, and all of us should do ask that question ourselves. We may not vocalize it, but it makes us like that, no? It makes us like that. It makes us think like that. How do I become better? How do I assimilate all the teachings like that? So it'll happen, though. It'll happen. Swamiji would say this. These are Swamiji's words. It will happen. I'm not saying it.
Thank,
Swamiji is saying. Yeah.
thank you, Guru.
Yeah. Good to have you, Hariji. Good. I'm very happy with the questions you ask, and uh, it's everybody's question. See, nobody's asking their question. Really, they are representing everybody else also. Correct? Because everybody has those questions. Yeah, Maheshji, go ahead. Thank you, Hariji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
In this Bhaashyam for the Sloka 28, the last one we did, Kim Brahma Prapta Abhut Muktaha Abhavat Iti Arthaha.
Okay.
So my question is this: Mukta means because now that he knows Brahma Vidya, he is Mukta. Is that the
Yeah.
Nachiketa become, Mukta?
Muktaha. Moksham prapya.
Moksham, yeah.
Moksham prapya. Much same dhatu, no? Moksham, muktaha, muktihi. Same dhatu. Muchyate.
Yeah, is that the meaning here or something else?
Yeah, that is a meaning.
Okay.
Muktaha bhavat means moksham praptavan.
Okay.
Moksham praptavan. That's the meaning. Yes.
I know we discussed something about he's going back, and he knew that he was going back and all that. So I thought maybe I got confused. I thought the mukta means the moksha. So
Yeah, go and see. Going back means he technically he did not die. Technically, he did not die. So that's that's how we understand it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a
He
trip.
got that in fact, he got that as a second boon.
Yeah.
No, he got what as a second boon? What is that?
Going back.
No, going back, not second boon.
Okay. Going back alive.
First born. First one.
First born.
First one.
First born going back. The smart boy he is. He said, when I go back, my father should recognize me.
Yeah.
That
What
is
do you
the
think? So he said, okay, with what? When I go back with everything, 2, 3 things. It is like the lady who asked the question, old lady who didn't have children and who didn't have any money. She was asked me only one thing, Vishnu said. What did she say? What in Sanskrit, it's very beautiful. Sanskrit is very beautiful. You know what she said? She said, I want to have grandchildren drinking milk from golden cups. Something like that, she said. Where is it? This guy, she's a spinster. She's already 80 years old. She said, I want to have grandchildren drinking milk in golden cups. Means in one shot, she got long life. She has to become young because only if you're young, you can have babies. And so all kinds of like this boy also did the same thing. My father should be free from sorrow and must recognize when he sees me. What is this? Will anybody think like this? So I think it is firstborn. Ramuji, please correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Okay, I'll check. No problem. I'll check that.
Okay.
Second one is Phala with Nachiketa Yajna, right? So that's all.
Correct. That is Nachiketa Yajna. And so now, since he is going back, he has the opportunity to teach this to others. So that's my understanding. Firstborn itself. What the good will pass with that. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामयविनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः
धन्यवाद.